Go.
Yeah, so our adjustments offensively is kind of really capitalizing. We had a lot of positive plays, but we also, I like to say, we left the meat on the bone quite a bit on some plays. Whether it was missed motions or wrong assignments, some MAs, some critical MAs that led to some plays that could potentially have been better. So it's about correcting those small little things. We just can't accept the outcome or pat ourselves on the back. I mean, that's last week. We got a tremendous opponent coming ahead of us this week, so we got to make sure we're clicking on all cylinders, and so that leads to your improvement going into week 2. And there's some things that that we're glad to build up off of, building up off of in the run game with our backs, but then also making sure that we're executing at a high level, so we can take advantage of what other teams give us. It's big, but the key to recruiting is winning. When you win the game, that'll handle itself. We expect it to be a great environment, being a night game, it's a maze out, just the excitement of getting fans back in the stands. I think oftentimes at a place like this, you take for granted, the atmosphere. And when you go through a year where you don't have that atmosphere, you appreciate everything about it even more the next time you get a chance to be in front of a full crowd. And so just going out there last week in front of the 109,000 was just everything to our guys, because, they went all last year without it. And so, that's going to be important. Anytime you get a chance to have home field advantage, and then also for recruiting, anytime the recruits get a chance to come on campus and they see the crowd, and see how electric the fans are, that's going to set the bar for them and as far as the recruit business as they go forward. Well, I think I think for us, it's just about focusing on the guys that, that we have on our team. I've got a tremendous amount of respect for Giles. Obviously we were close. Me coming in at the end of his recruitment and, obviously coaching him. And so, love him just like I always did. But, for us, it's about focusing on the guys on our team. Everyone's going to make personal decisions for themselves. But the group of guys that we have, offensively and defensively, I know they're looking forward to the challenge of going against Washington this week. It's college football, right? Everyone's always out there trying to steal something, So it wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last. We've gone against former players here. Brandon Peters, Illinois, and stuff like that. So it's it happens. It happens. But the biggest thing is just controlling what we can control, and that's our execution and performance on Saturday. Yeah, just manage the offense. Manage the offense. I think that's what Cade did a really good job of, is just manage the offense, manage the calls. Don't try to do anything extraordinary. You don't have to go outside your own realm of things to try to create plays. Let the plays come natural. But it always helps when you're able to establish the run. And able to get those quarterbacks comfortable where you don't have to put too much pressure on them, from a drop back standpoint. And so, I thought Kate did an extremely good job, there. Obviously getting JJ in there, at the end, it was about, just getting them game reps. That was a key piece for us. We knew going into the game that we were going to end up playing both, not because one guy got pulled or one guy didn't play well, but because we wanted to give JJ some game reps, kind of see what he can about. I wish, Cade could have played the whole game or got him more game reps too as well, but that was our plan. It's just so critical for us to develop a second quarterback after going through our situation that we went through last year, really kind of losing 3 quarterbacks really at one point. And so, we're very conscious of that as far as make sure we got great depth at that position and developing those guys. Yeah, you just try not to overcoach him. You try not to take his special ability. You try to make sure he understands in those situations, like first and foremost, obviously ball security. When you're escaping and avoiding up in the pocket is most important. So you try to build on those little things without taking away from his greatest gifts. Or if you're going to step up in the pocket, you're going to scramble. Make sure you have two hands on the football. But then you don't try to overcoach the other things. Because he's a very talented young man. There's plays like that he'll get away with. There's plays like that where we'll all probably go, oh no, and regret. But he's got that special ability, and the guys around him know he has that special ability and believe in him. And I think once you put that on film, it puts the fear in a lot of defensive coordinators, because they don't want to rush you. They want to sit back, they play coverage because they know he's got the ability to create plays in and out of the pocket.